And we are back. Ella! Change to this one actually, shouldn't I? Jammed Bike, thank you very much indeed for the 4th month subscribed, mate. That's very good of you, sir. Appreciate it very much. Let me just whack those in there and change the details on the new YouTube stream, which will have just started. Always try and split the VODs, certainly in these early stages of the new career, so that those that watch either live on YouTube or watch back on the YouTube live channel can understand what's where and what's happened and when it's happened, most crucially, rather than missing any of the content. See, on Twitch it's slightly different because you can switch between chapters, but which questions did you ask earlier? Trying to set up a realistic ITG with Bradford as well. Got the spreadsheet and watched the video, but it's claiming that Colin Doyle and Sam Walker aren't eligible for anything. Have you filled out their position correctly so that they're registered as goalkeepers? Are you using Google Sheets or Google Docs rather than Excel itself as well? And is your Excel fully updated? Because that's been causing some people some problems. They've got an older version of Excel which isn't fully working, but when they update their Excel or set up a new account, it works. Don't ask me how or why, because I don't know. Technology normally gets the better of me, as you well know. So I'm afraid it's not necessarily part of my knowledge set. Yeah, it was County next, wasn't it? We are back indeed, Ryan. Hello, sir. Let me just update the board behind me with some names. I've got 2 press conference questions so far from the episode that's gone live today. If those of you in chat have any other press conference questions, then do feel free to ask them, because I'm lacking one at the minute. What else can we whack up there? Pardon me, pardon me, pardon me, what the fuck that means? Pardon me. Fuck it hell. Pardon me, pardon me, pardon me. Do 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 do. Right. Let me just change the colour of the names of those guys. And then we can think about starting recording. There's just, out of curiosity, one extra name that I wanted to check here actually. Someone mentioned someone that I didn't even know was a thing. Geoffrey Bonney is apparently the son of Wilfred Bonney. At Newport at the minute. Got some pace, but he's a bit shit. So no, we won't be signing Geoffrey Bonney, son of Wilfred Bonney. Soz. Thank you, Mr. Adstar. Ah, balls. I went to screenshot it and then the chat moved. Let me scroll so the chat doesn't move again. Let me save these. Save PCQ1. Save PCQ2. Save PCQ. Trois. Je m'appelle French. Did I send that to the... Yeah. I need to put heart rate monitor on, don't I? Do. Oh, I got manager of the month. Look at me go. I'm the fucking best. Rephrase. Graham Alexander's the fucking best. Yeah, we'll see you when we see you, won't we, Daniel? Yeah, the Journeyman and the return of the F1 content will go up as soon as I have the thumbnails. I did drop a message to Dan today. Sorry, Ben, you keep popping up with your question just after I've got my 3. We're only recording 1 episode today. I apologise. I'm sure throughout the course of the save we will get many a question from Benjamin Bessemer of the Chesnoy Gaming Network, so not to worry. Just make sure my spend tracker's up to date. Is it? Yes. Okay. Indeed. The law? What? Oh, sorry, yeah, the law is he's been denied access suppression because he works within the club and he's been classed as biased. I see what you mean. Sorry, I've got super confused for a minute. I was like, who's the law? As if you were referring to a person called Law. Welcome back to the Realistic Road to Glory. We start with a promotion rival in Notts County today. A team, of course, that you guys voted against us doing this save with. We currently sit a single point clear of MK Dons and 7 points clear of third place Gillingham. Comfortably now inside the top 3, although just as we've gotten ourselves comfortable in the top 3, just as quickly could that change if form goes against us. Big episode today in terms of volume of games. County, Morecambe, Wimbledon, Salford, the other side that you rejected for this save, Cheltenham, Grimsby, and then Barnsley at home in the semi-final of the EFL Trophy. So 7 games today. Before then, 5 games, probably actually. So, no, you tell you what, it depends if we beat Barnsley or not. That's what happens. It depends if we beat Barnsley or not. Regardless, we're going to start with Notts County and hopefully have a decent episode from here. Saying thank you to those of you on the board behind me for your continued support in the comment section. Thank you, AJ Miller. Thank you, Justin Brown. And thank you, Ian Dunn, for your continued comments in the comment section. We do have 3 press conference questions to bring to you throughout the course of today's episode that we will do after each of the played games. So this time around, it's just able to jump straight in and less of a waffle, really. One thing I did want to point out was that you guys are quite rightly mentioned that in real life, actually, Diabate's been recalled by Exeter City. Now, unfortunately, that news came out a little bit too late for me to act on it, but we're not planning on having Diabate back at the club after next season, so I don't mind the fact that in real life he's gone. I might consider not playing him for the rest of the season as a result because he's not in the club IRL. But I don't know how much of a poop I give about actually replicating that, to be honest. But we'll try it. And if results start to falter, then maybe we throw Diabate back in. But we'll put Burn in for now and we'll see where we go. In fact, what I could do actually is put Smallwood in at centre-back and then put... where are you, sir? Stevenson in at CDM, which is why we brought him in. Smallwood can absolutely play at centre-back. There's No reason why he should have a -1 there. He's certainly good enough. And that actually will work quite well. So we'll do that instead. All right, swish. That way Smallwood still gets the captaincy and still gets to play. You guys are still deciding on whether he gets a contract extension or not. I get manager of the month, though, so yay me. Right, Notts County then. Come on, let's get cracking. Actually, we're in March. We have our youth up. Oh, we have our youth update today. We have our official youth intake today. Some of which are too fucking good. Is there a maximum as to how many players you can have in a youth academy at any given moment? I'm not sure, chat. Do let me know, please. Yes. Any idea what that number might be? Players. Oh, it's not many, is it not? Bugger, okay. What we'll probably do is work our way through, promote some, and those that need to then get released can get released because they're too good, etc. And then we'll take it from there. Stevenson's actually a little bit tired here. So actually, as it happens for this game, we'll throw Corey Evans in. Oh no, Corey Evans has been released as well, actually, hasn't he? Oh, shite. Sarcevic there. Sarcevic for right on this occasion. Oh yeah, Jody Jones. Oop. Pardon me. Oh, you do US. Okay, cool. I think what I'll do is all those that are too good, I'll promote and then release before we've even gotten to the point of doing the highlight, I think. Good afternoon, Marcus. How are we, sir? Bloody snowstorm out there. Well, I'm not surprised you are in fucking Norway in the middle of winter. You have a genuine question, FIFA Studder. Fire away, sir. Oh, fucking forgot about that. Oh yeah, there's loads in the... There's loads in game. We gave ourselves a financial takeover, didn't we? No, we just gave ourselves loads of money. Hasn't snowed this much in a bloody decade. That's quite a bit of snow then, one imagines. I think we've got Grimsby at the end of the episode, Jack. Yeah. Probably get simmed though. Sorry, pal. Sorry, Jack. 40 to 50 centimetres of snow? Fuck off. That's loads. Oh, you put a video in Discord earlier, did you? I'll have a look. County with a 5 back. Robertson and Matt Palmer, the 2 in midfield, with Giovanni Brown, Josh Martin and Jody Jones. The 3 up top. Alex Bass in goal ahead of Sam Slocum continually. County in 6th in the division, pushing for that playoff spot. Of course, we saw in the last episode that from 4th to 7th, or 8th even, was a single point. There was like 4 sides on 50, and then Barrow on 51. So it's pretty tight right now for those playoff spots, to say the least. And there's only a single point, as you saw earlier, between us and MK Dons for the title as well. So it's going to be pretty tense throughout the course of the entire season remaining for a number of sides for a number of different reasons. But hopefully we can get the result here against County. They've still got, obviously, the high-rated Jody Jones at 68 on the left-hand side for them, as well as the majority of their squad being in the mid-60s, 4, 5 and 6-ish. But we're decent ourselves, despite the fact we've had to rotate a little bit for this game because of stamina. It's not a problem. We will be okay, I think, longer term. Actually, one thing I didn't mention in the intro is that Corey Evans has been released IRL as well. So if we're going to drop Diabate from the matchday squad on almost every occasion, then I will also drop Corey Evans. In fact, Corey Evans has been released completely IRL, so I may well just release him in this save. Perhaps I'll see what live chat say about maybe just nullifying, cancelling the loan of Diabate. If he has been recalled IRL, which is the case, then maybe live chat get the opportunity to have their say on something in the moment. Wow, that was not far away. Live chat, talk to me. If I need to double check IRL that the comment was correct. Yeah, it returns to League One club. Do I cancel the loan of Diabate because he's gone back to Exeter in real life? Do we terminate the loan, and do we then release Corey Evans as well? Terminate and release. Yeah, we've got plenty of centre-backs, to be fair, Rads. We can afford the loss in the squad, numbers-wise. I mean, we brought players in that Bradford did in real life, so maybe we probably should let people go that Bradford have had let go in real life, shouldn't we? Here's Giovanni Brown. Out to Martin and Gordon. And Martin again. Palmer. Brown. Jev with the effort. Jev with the effort wide. It's got to be better than that. But so have we at the other end. A good chance each. A good chance not taken each. It's my fault for not concentrating properly on who was and wasn't being marked at the time of trying to play it out from the back. And there's an offside in there, and I'll have it back. Tar. Didn't quite realise they were pressing or man marking quite so tightly. Jones. Oh, it's a great ball into the channel. Keeper's not going to get there. But Giovanni Brown misses the target. That wasn't far away at all. Side netting. County are getting closer. This is good build-up play. They might be man-marking to a point, but at some point there has to be someone free somewhere, doesn't that? Can't literally man-mark everyone out of the game. Tyler Smith. Oh, well in, Robbie Cundy. Nice turn by Martin. Back inside. Palmer. Martin again. Lapsley's trying to chase. Looking to get there. Struggling to get the ball off him. Giovanni Brown will get that under control. No, he won't. So the vote is terminate loan and release Corey Evans, yes? Smallwood. Out to Johnson. Gilbert. And back to Lapsley. Oh, it's a bit loose, but it is going to find Tyler Smith here. We'll use the midfielder first, then go out wide. Dink it. There we go, make sure it gets there. Patterson delivers. It's a throw. I thought it was going to be a free kick handball for a moment. Thank you. Walker, whip it. Oh, he has. He's whipped it off the pitch. Thing is it not unrealistic to terminate a loan in March? It is, but if in real life they haven't had him for this season, for the remainder of the season, then I should probably try and replicate that as best I can. Obviously, I wasn't aware of it until this point, but now I'm aware of it, I should probably act on it, right? I just previously wasn't aware of it, otherwise we would have done it in January. Smith. Patterson. To Smith again. Patterson again. I'm waiting for Walker to make that run. There he goes. He's in. Bring it down. Finish it. Good save. Keeper. He's done well there, Alex Bass. It's a really good stop. Johnson to Tyler Smith. Quickly to Walker. We'll try the same, but the other way round. Smith! 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 No. Can't score. Lapsley. Gilbert. Ready? Smith! It won't go in! 35th minute. Either side could have scored so far. Neither side have. That's a terrible header. Willian Ritchie. Smith! Walker. Tackle from behind. Shirt pull though. Free kick quickly. Didn't get the chance. Okay, free kick short then. Well, don't run away after I've elected to play it to you, mate. Of course, it's the two centre-backs that are the ones that are in the positions to receive the ball. Alright, fine. We'll work it about. Good footwork by Johnson. Smith needs runners. Walker's always ready and available. He's not going to get there, though. So, when you guys celebrate Christmas on the 24th, Marcus, is Christmas Day for you the 24th? Or do you still call the 24th Christmas Eve? It's just that you celebrate on Christmas Eve rather than Christmas Day. Yeah, good, thank you, Jacko. How are you, mate? If there's an injury crisis, we could look to free agents. I know you celebrate on the 24th, but do you still call it Christmas Eve, or do you call the 24th Christmas Day? Johnson forward to Gilbert. There's a bit of room here, you know. Their five-back has opened itself up a little bit, and Tyler Smith needs to turn the defender. He's done that well, but he can't find the target. Would have been a stoppage time goal to go 1-0 in front. Chances at both ends here. It's a very open game. But nobody's taken the lead yet. You do call it Christmas. You call it Christmas Day, or you call it both. That's not confusing at all. Because when you said there was no snow on Christmas Eve, judging by what you celebrate in Norway, I would have thought that would have been the 23rd. But yeah, it is confusing, isn't it? 24th. I bet you did mean the 24th, which is our Christmas Eve, but your Christmas Day. Oh, you fucking weird Scandinavians. Sarula. What is with that? It's the second time they've done that in this game. What is going on there? Is there a reason why you guys celebrate Christmas on the 24th? I know Germany do it too. Smallwood. Challenge. Very, very good tackle. Giovanni Brown. He has runners around him, but in rather typical Giovanni Brown fashion, goes solo a little bit too long and doesn't release the ball. Here's Lapsley now. Through the gap looking for Tyler. There's just too many defenders around at the minute. He's outnumbered a little bit, Tyler Smith. We need to get those runners from deep coming forward again. That's how we break down these more heavily defensive, low block sides in this championship season so far. Martin and Gordon. Right, away will do. We see you, Jeff. Is it Olafemwa? Oh no, Jatta. Oh, he's quick, isn't he, Jatta? Gordon with the throw. Martin brings it down. Nicely back to Gordon. Jatta's just off the bench, but they've looked in the middle to Jody Jones. Jatta could win this header though, and has he ever? Notts County 1, Bradford City 0. Jody Jones went for the acrobatic, but it was a bog standard, simple bonk with his bunts. That hit the defender in the face, and then, well, there's not really much of a battle there. Jatta is quite the physical specimen. 75 jumping on him as well, as you could see there. And from that range, keeper didn't really stand a chance. We had the better chances in the first half, but it's Notts County that take the lead. He'd literally just come off the bench as well. Oh, he's done me there, Jatta as well. He could be in for another. He is. Talk about instant impact. Wow. I think the boos are a little bit uncalled for, to be completely honest, from the home fans. But if we have a look at the match facts and the events, it's pretty remarkable. Jatta on 52, scores 54, 56. Maybe they should have started him. They could have been 30 goals up by now at that rate. Get him on the shortlist. Gilbert dancing inside. That's a foul, ref. Thank you. This is season 1, James. Brand new save. Take that short to George Lapsley, who can hit them. We won't from there. Jamie Walker can hit them though. Finesse shot trait. Advantage, unfortunately, played in their favour there for the handball. Oh, County are really turning on the style now, aren't they? Starting to really open us up. This is some excellent football. If Jatta comes off the bench and scores a hat-trick, it's the biggest and best substitute appearance we've seen all save. Jatta scores a 10-minute hat-trick off the bench. He's going on the shortlist for next season. Huddling's a little bit big, yeah. How tall is Jatta? Which Jatta is it? It is... Alassana Jatta. Smallwood into Smith. Oh, that's a heavy touch. Well in. Richie Smallwood still getting stuck in. Nice turn. And a ball into Smith. And here comes Walker. Smith's there again. Oh, it's just too many black shirts around to do anything about it. Here's Bordeaux down the line. That is an intriguing cross that might work well for them. Martin, Jatta's in for a fourth. I thought it was going to shoot there, he didn't. We get the block on it anyway. Now we get it away. Yesterday we had our biggest win of the season. Today, it looks like we're just about to get our biggest defeat of the season. How the turns have tabled. Get on that, Tyler. Should really get to it. Get that to Lapsley. Lapsley will look back to Smallwood. Maybe to Lapsley again round the corner. He's got a bit of space here. We'll go for a worldie, but it's hit his teammate in the hand and, well, Notts counts it. Or did it hit him in the hand? Oh, it's our free kick. Well, I'm not going to be able to get that up and down, so let's lay it short. And then Pattison! Yep. That's not a bad strike, that. 3-1. Game on again with 17 or so minutes to go. Probably not, but still a good finish. Lebosch. Well in. Go. No, there's no room. Lapsley get forward. Come on. This comeback would be... Oh, turn, George. This comeback would be remarkable if we can pull it off. Gilbert. Lapsley's there again. Smallwood's coming short. It's Walker. Smallwood must be a little bit deeper. Ah, Robertson's done me. We're in, Burn. Sharp turn by Walker, but Robertson's done him again. All right, Jody. Stop taking the piss. Jatta. Martin. Oh, it's brilliant. Keeper's there. See ya. Not quite so much. It didn't go according to plan, did it? Here's Jody Jones now. And Jatta looking to get an assist. And for them to get a fourth. Yep. The comeback is not on. 4-1 Notts County. From biggest win to biggest loss. Such is the nature of football in League Two. Is Lopetegui getting sacked? Gilbert to Smallwood. Forward to Tyler Smith. And Lapsley. It took a set piece to cut apart or open up this Notts County backline. And to be fair, it wasn't really cut apart. It was just already so close to goal from the free kick that we had a good goal scoring chance anyway. Walker's fouled there, but play will continue. Walker will go for a worldie of his own. Not score it, but it was worth a go. Goal difference could be very important, of course, at the end of the season. Especially with the nature of the league title being as it is right now. With MK Dons being just, well, previously 1 point ahead of us. Now, potentially up to 4. Not only is it our biggest defeat of the season and a kick in the teeth, it's a kick in the teeth that could potentially, if we can't recover our form and MK Dons hit their stride at this stage of the season, it could be a defeat that costs us the league title potentially. We've already played and beaten MK Dons twice this season, so we can't do any more against them personally. We just have to hope that, well, really, they have Notts County left to play this season, don't we? And that they start Jatta. Jatta to Macari here. Macari's shot blocked. Is he going to give them the chance to have the corner? They'll have the opportunity to make it 5-1. Of course, we pray that they don't. But Matty Palmer will deliver. And they haven't. Ness shoots wide. That's not gone according to plan. But Alassana Jatta with 4 attempts and 3 goals in the space of 10 minutes. And then an assist a few minutes later. Certainly the best individual performance against us all year long. Ah, shite. MK Dons won 3-0 against Grimsby as well, which kicks us right in the teeth, doesn't it?
Hi, just a couple of questions for you. That'll be all.
Oh, we are shortlisting him for that. Absolutely. He's not even that good. I thought he was quick. He's not. He's a big lump. It's just really good in the air and at finishing, apparently. I mean, Andy Cook replacement. His touch is good. We noticed that for sure, didn't we? From the Gambia. Ah, shite. Let's do finances, then we can do a press conference questiones. Stadium maintenance 25. Tickets not sure yet. Shirt sales was 7 grand, 3.5 grand, 1750. And then player wages will be 79,000 again. 25,011 people were at that game. Which is 330,145. Do, 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 do. I mean, people got a little bit too uptight about that video. She's like, the guy works for Southampton, but his mum's just a random member of the public. Like, his mum won a shirt. People need to get over it. People are far too uptight about shit like that. Just have a laugh. Just double check there's been no more financial stuff before we then do the next highlight. No. So live chat have decided that yes, we will terminate the loan of Cheick Diabate. It's going to cost us 4 grand, but I'm sure that's fine. If anything, Exeter recalled him, so it's not a problem. It's the more realistic thing to not have him for the rest of the season than it is to be like, oh, well, I guess we'll still get him now. So that's the more realistic thing to do. And Corey Evans has been released as well. In real life, his contract only ran till January. But obviously in FC, that's not a thing. So, what I should have done, hang on, fuck. Please tell me that he's still there. He's going to be. Oh, thank Christ for that. I need to take his stats before I release him, don't I? We don't need an emergency centre-back. Live chat have decided, and probably accurately so, that Cheick Diabate, considering he's been recalled in real life, we will terminate the loan in this save, as Bradford in real life won't have him for the remainder of the season, and it happened after I'd recorded the January transfer window episode. Otherwise, I'd have done it then. I can do it now. I have the opportunity to. And it's the more realistic thing to release him now and not have him for the rest of the season than it is for him to play in games that he's not going to play in, or more games than he's not going to play in real life. And we're also going to release Corey Evans, who in real life, his contract only ran till January, which I wasn't aware of. And which obviously isn't a thing in FC because the game's not coded that way. So Corey Evans is another player that isn't at the club now, so we will release him too. I'll do it in a moment, though, because what I need to do for our stats tracking in our squad tracker is make sure we take note of their stats, their performances, etc., for our overall performances for the save. So I will do that, then I'll release them. We do have the capability and depth in the squad to not worry about those players leaving. We also today, at the end of the episode probably, will have our youth intake as well. So very much looking forward to that too. But first things first, we need to release the players that I shouldn't have anymore. And from there, we can head into the next few games and hopefully pick up some points. Because that was frustrating to lose to Notts County. MK Dons picked up a win in their game, so they now are above us by 2 points, and we're back down to second. Squad tracker, Diabate. Zero, 1, end of loan. But then we'll do these here first. So actually let me get it on the other tab. So Diabate is 30. No, that's goals, Ches. 36 appearances. No goals, no assists. Only 2 clean sheets for goalkeepers. 1 yellow card. And he is no longer at the club. Or will no longer be at the club. I'll do it now. Actually, no, 3 of those are friendlies, so I need to take those out. 33 appearances. Terminate loan, yes. And then Corey Evans. Where are you, Corey? There. 13 appearances. The end. And we will put 0, 1, released. And then we will release Corey Evans. Let me just double check on my tracker that they are now there. Or not there, as the case may be. And yet, no Diabate, no Corey Evans. We now have £7,000 available in our budget, as we previously only had 1. So that is that. They are gone. So, release player. Bye, Felicia. Yeah, it was like 136 or something, wasn't it, Steve? You said in the end. Yeah, that's fine. Right, Morecambe are 12th. Who else are we going to play in this episode? That's what we need to figure out as well. Morecambe 12th. Wimbledon, Salford, Grimsby will sim. Wimbledon, Salford, Cheltenham. Wimbledon, Salford, Cheltenham. Wimbledon 14th, Salford 15th, Cheltenham 17th. So we'll play Salford, I think, just because they're probably a more eye-catching team. I don't know if Sarcevic's out of favour with the club IRL, to be honest. We'll sim Morecambe, we'll play Wimbledon, and we'll play Wimbledon and yeah, we'll sim Morecambe, play Wimbledon and Salford. Just prior to this first game of the next set of fixtures, we will have our first press conference question, which comes from Connor. It says, what are you expecting from this season? Do you expect automatic promotion or playoffs, which was what you originally thought at the beginning of the season? Judging by the league table, we do have a game in hand on MK Dons now, who have drawn their match day 35. So we have the opportunity to draw level on points with them at this moment in time. We have ourselves a 12-point gap still to 8th place outside the playoffs. So I would anticipate it being an unsuccessful end of season from this position if we don't get automatic promotion. The title is neither here nor there. It would be lovely, but it's not the be-all and end-all. But if we don't get automatic promotion, then considering we currently have a 6-point gap with a game in hand and potentially 9-point gap, which we'll find out in due course as we go and simulate this next match day, then really, I think we've failed. A little bit of changeover needed for this next fixture, as you can see, but we have the squad depth to be able to deal with that. Baldwin can come in, and then everyone else is fully fit. So a win against Morecambe will have a 9-point gap to the playoffs. Defeat against Morecambe, we have a 6-point gap to the playoffs. Cook with a late goal back for us, but that's back-to-back defeats for us now. We did go on a similar run earlier in the season, where we picked up a few defeats in a row and had a little bit of a wobble. We can't really afford to do that again at the moment in time. We lost Gillingham and Cheltenham and Wimbledon in 3 of 4 there. Then there was a few draws. Was it earlier in the season? Then 3 of 4 there as well. And 3 league games in a row because Swindon was in the cup. So yeah, we have occasionally had the wobble in us. And that's back-to-back defeats now. And Wimbledon away in 3 days' time isn't going to be a straightforward fixture either. Must win this next one. Or at the very least, don't lose it. Sarcevic's a regular starter, is he, Mike? See, this is how weird it is. Well, I guess we'd previously advanced, hadn't we? Never mind. Just travel costs of 1,400. Gonna run out of ones. Got to fit our corporation tax in there somewhere, which I'm very much looking forward to taking off myself. Night. Are we on the match day? No, one more day. Wimbledon. Come on in. we'll have to rotate a bit for this one as well. Walker for Patterson, scored a good goal last time. Johnson for Richards. Be okay outside of that, I think. Yep. Wimbledon beat us last time we played them as well, didn't they? That's not what I wanted to do. That's not what I wanted to do either. That's what I wanted to do. So you know what? Considering he's a little tired. No. Sarcevic's just in the reserves because we bought George Lapsley, and Lapsley's younger and has the potential to grow, whereas obviously Sarcevic is 32 and almost certainly will not grow. Not much, is he? Oh, fuck's sake, just come on. Well done, dickhead. I didn't put the heart rate monitor on, did I? Fuck it, can't be asked now. 5 back for Wimbledon as well. It worked very well for Notts County against us. And I think we lost to Wimbledon last time we had them as well. Roman Sawyer's in their midfield. I think we lost to Wimbledon last time we played them. You guys know what my memory's like. And recalling what fixtures have been. But Bobby Poynton back in the side now after missing last one through lack of fitness. And very nearly, Tyler Smith in to make a difference in the opening couple of minutes. If everybody can play like Alassana Jatta did in the last game, then we'll win by an absolute margin here, because he absolutely bossed us off the bench. That's a great cross. Stevenson into Lapsley. Really do want to get a good idea of whether Stevenson's going to be a good addition to the squad for next season or not. Wright's going to take that kind of in his stride. And then lose it anyway. Well done, Norbert. Oh, can I get to that? No. It's in between 3 players, unfortunately. Stevens. Ah, we did lose to Wimbledon, didn't we? Stevens got a header and then they scored another one late on. I'm having flashbacks. Here's Bugiel. Omar with a shot. Walker with a save, and then Comfortable gather up at the second attempt. We're away from home here, down at Plough Lane. That's a terrible pass, mate. What are you doing? So it's not going to be the most straightforward of fixtures, and the crowd will be on our backs the whole time. But if their players keep playing passes like that, then they'll be on their backs too, which will be lovely. Poynton's going to beat his man, and it just... Oh, Tyler stopped his run, but no, he has been able to be slotted in behind. Can he get the shot away? Yes, but a good save by Goodman. I think we had on FM in a save with Cambridge. He's either on loan from Crystal Palace or has signed for Wimbledon from Crystal Palace. Smith's in. He's got to finish this time. He's not going to miss from there. We will have our 1-0 lead. Get in. Yeah, literally in his stride. It bounced and he was like, oh, where's it gone? Yes, we did loan Kayla in the end. Brandon Kayla is into the squad, although he hasn't played a game yet. Cheeky Topo. He has Harney. We have released him and terminated the loan in save. Nice tackle by Patterson. Forward to Lapsley. There's space here. Their 5-back has, well, not got 5 in it at the minute. I'll drill it. Oh, and it nearly found its way through. We'll take the corner. From the set piece, can we maybe add a second? Wright will deliver. Stevenson's up for this. It's not quite going to reach him. Richards will get to the loose ball. Lapsley, turn, spin, bend, whip. Oh, nearly caught the keeper out of the near post there. To be honest, I was aiming for the far, but not to worry. It's going to bounce, and I don't even know who or how the ball went there with that header. Certainly, Patterson should have been stronger in that challenge. No second goal for us. No first goal for Wimbledon yet, though. And whilst that remains the case, we are happy. Run, Tyler. Never mind, you're not going to get there. He has 18 goals in the league now, Tyler Smith. But he's not top goal scorer. I think he's second. Sawyers. Good accurate ball to Ima Bugle. Less accurate ball looking for a teammate, but Sam Hutchison picks it up. Roman Sawyers. Short to Smith. Bit of space. He's going to pick out a ball. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear. We are in trouble. Actually, Bobby Poynton for a moment there was in a lot of space. Briefly. He's not going to win that header, is he? Even try. Wet wipe. Can't quite get there. Smith. Don't want him to find that. Oh, I didn't even see that through ball as an option. That was ingenious. Thankfully, Walker was equal to it, but blimey, that was close. Sam Hutchinson will whip and will half get away. Patterson just needs to make sure, please. That's not really making sure, is it? Down to Smith and Stevens. Was it him who flicked earlier? I'm not sure. It might have been Smith. Whoever it was. Certainly has better vision than anyone in my team. Here's Smith again now. Good block. And we will clear. We won't clear. We will clear. Trying to hold our lead until half-time. We won't clear. Here come Wimbledon again. Deary me. They are pressing hard. And tackling well. And Roman Sawyers could try and get that back to a teammate. I don't really know how he's been able to turn me there. But he's given the ball away horribly. And now Smith will play in Poynton. And Bobby will look to race away, and he's done that very well. He's left the defender for dead. Bobby Poynton's got Tyler Smith with him. If he can just tuck this back. No. Corner. Okay. Right. With the whip. Up we go, please, Ben. Corners and headers in general are just a little bit dead at the minute, aren't they? They really need fixing. Oh, my God. So does Patterson's left foot. Jesus Christ, pal. That's got to be 2. In what manner is it a joke, Jack? Don't ask, Marcus. Patterson into Halliday. Well, if you're not going to close me down, I will just keep going. Patterson and Dobie. Patterson and Dobie. Aspinall and Dobie. Well, Dobie was a semi-finalist, quarter-finalist. The World Championship. He's had a good season. Dark. Good to have you back, mate. Just back for your skiing trip to Austria. It was very fun. Finally learned how to ski. And let's say the helmet you wore was tested. Your neck is still sore from the biggest stunt you had where you did half a backflip landed right on the neck. Ow. At least you're all right, mate. Christ. Good to have you back, though, mate. Thank you for the 25th month and the 7th in a row. Rest up. Although I'm sure you're back to work soon, I imagine. Work/school. Yeah, I've never been skiing. It's supposed to be really good fun, though. That's a great ball by Hutchinson into Bugiel. I'm trying to entice him to go out wide. He was not to be enticed. Myler, Smith. Are you? Don't forget the ball, mate. Christ. Patterson. 1 minute added on. Patterson's got some pace in this central area, you know, and he's still going. Never mind. In Poland. I've never been to Poland. Berlin is the closest I've been to Poland. Sawyers. That's inside to Bugiel. Furlong. They're really good at building chances, Wimbledon. They always seem to have someone in space and always seem to find them too. Hutchinson going to take this corner short here to Smith. And that's a decent delivery. And Stevens with the header. But if it was in a corner, may well have found itself in the back of the net. 5 minutes into the second half, it hasn't found its way into the back of the net. And we still have our lead. Although Wimbledon are not to be deterred from trying, are they? That's a great ball. Oh, and Wright's got there first. Tyler Smith is forward with me, but Wright might go solo here, as he has every right to do. And we've scored a second, and that might just be game. Your dad fell off a ski lift, yikes. Richards does well. Richards does not do well. Stevens. Strike. Saved. Who's going to get there first? Bugiel. Oh, he's offside. Halliday down the line. Fans thinking we're going to score in a minute. Well, we might, you know. Smith down and too many defenders. Do we make some changes? I think we should. We've got a busy fixture list. Zakopane in Poland. Whereabouts in Poland is it? What's it near? What's the biggest city that would be recognisable, more widely recognisable? Stevenson. Ball to Richards. And Smith. Oh, good footwork, not good enough. Oh, Stevenson's done really well. Oh, Not sure if they hit a hand. Evidently not. Patterson's done equally as impressively to win the ball back. Now Bobby Poynton could try and find a teammate here. He might. He hasn't. Lapsley can win this though. He might. He hasn't. Oh, it's Nick Rakov, is it? Krakova. Furlong. Bugil. Here's the option to play the ball through that gap, but thankfully he didn't see it in time. Defender was with the man. Lovely turn by George Lapsley, who certainly made an impact since arriving from Gillingham, hasn't he? I'm sure Bradford fans would be hoping he has a similar impact in real life as well. Tyler Smith, oh, it's a great take. Shame about the finish. Probably could have taken it a step further and tried to slot it, but comfortable enough with the way that the game is going, was I, that we decided to just have a crack and try and score a more aesthetically pleasing goal. That shot there to Patterson. He certainly scored an aesthetically pleasing goal in the last game. Someone in the box, please. Oh my God, nearly an own goal. That's why sometimes you just got to smash it across the face of goal and see what happens. That could easily have been 3-0 via a Wimbledon man. Halliday's won that back really nicely. And right, we'll look for Tyler Smith, who's going to be onside here. And will he have another goal today? No, outside of the post. Absolutely. Gilbert. Short to Patterson.
A reminder, the food stands will be open after the game if you'd like to get yourself some post-match snacks.
Nice tackle by Patterson. Good block. And again. There's some space over here if I can get the ball through that gap. There you go. To Patterson. And then out wide here is Odua, who's off the bench. Tyler Smith a little bit slow on the uptake. We'll have a throw in then instead. It'd be nice if Tyler was a little bit more alive there in the middle. Considering he's one of the league's top goal scorers, you would expect him to be a bit more on it. Never mind. Bugil. No, not at home. Yeah, I imagine Poland is cheaper than Austria for skiing. I imagine Poland is cheaper than most places for anything, really. Odua, nice turn. Go again? Yeah, asking a bit much. Had got there. And then they get away. Sawyers takes the advantage. Brilliant ball to Bugil. Need to win this. Richards is up well. Just get rid, please. 2-0 can quickly disappear. Just seen how Notts County can score 2 goals in 2 minutes and 3 goals in 10. So let's ensure that Wimbledon don't do something similar and ruin our day here. This is the return to form that we very much needed. And thankfully, do look like we're going to get. Still a busy month remaining, culminating in that big game against Barnsley in the semi-finals of the EFL Trophy. If we hadn't had the couple of defeats earlier in the episode and had built up a bit of a lead at the top of the table, I might have considered maybe playing that game against Barnsley. But with automatic promotion on the cards and potentially a title too, I want to prioritise the league at this point. If we're just kind of mid-table fodder in League One at any point, then that's a terrible free kick. Then we'll go for the EFL Trophy. But we've kind of not cared about it, not paid it any attention, and somehow found ourselves in the semi-finals this season. 2 goals to the good here, though, and 3 points to go with it. Thank you very much, Wimbledon. No, I'm not surprised.
Is it alright if we just ask you a couple of questions?
I imagine that was pricey, to say the least.
Thank you for your...
Thank you for your time. You are welcome, my dear. Well, they can get fucked, can't they? Is it 1400 as well? No, 12. Actually, that's not that anymore, is it? Because we've had the players leave, so... What is the 72,500? Now that they've both left. And then shirt sales of 1,500 quid. This covers our travel expenses for the week. So far, we have made a profit this season of £6 million, meaning we will have a corporation tax bill of about £1.5 million. Yikes. That's a bit punchy. I said we were going to play Salford, didn't we? At least once a week, Doc, because otherwise stuff potentially gets missed. Stuff just disappears after a couple of weeks, but just to make sure nothing just disappears out randomly. Just take no risks, you know? Take no risks. Right, we're going to play Salford, weren't we? It was the final played game of the day. Agreed, sir. Right. There's a certain someone in their starting lineup, look. A no attribute view Randers FC save. Wow. It you. And quite frankly, there's no one that could realistically replace you. So yes, you are starting, ads. He plays. You specifically picked Salford for the lack of centre. To be fair, they had quite a few centre mids there. They just weren't very high rated. They might have made some extra signings. Everyone is still where they were, Griff, at the minute. At this moment in time. They didn't have loads, and the ones they did have were low rated or older and declining in game. You were in Kilmarnock last time, weren't you, Marcus? Second in the league, but still 3 points behind those at the top. In MK Dons, Grimsby have now won 6 games. Look at them go. They've won like 1 in 19 earlier in the season, so their second half of the season form has been decent, but not good enough to get themselves out of the relegation zone. Salford here are the away side. So since I've started talking to you, there's no point just waiting for the graphic to come up for the sake of waiting. This is their starting lineup. Jamie Jones in goal. Hadi Mnoga at right back. Curtis Tilt, Negru and Edwards at centre back with Luke Garber at left back. In the midfield is Osama Ashley. Patreon player for the first time in a starting lineup against us, I think, Adam Starr. Then Tyrese Fornart alongside him. Kylian Kouassi up top alongside Francis Okoronkwo. And they've got some decent players on the bench, including former Hull City player and star of our save with Hull City at the time, Hakeem Delican. Cole Stockton's a very good go-to. Ben Woodburn's on the bench as well. A winger that doesn't suit the formation, but may well get called upon from the bench in perhaps a striking or central mid position. We'll wait and see. But Salford are mid-table. Again, the other side that you guys neglected to vote for. A sizable amount of you did vote for them, but not enough of them, or not enough of you voted for them. First thing that Ads has done against me is put in a perfectly timed interception. Dear Adstar, please don't, mate. I know you're watching in chat. Go away. Please let me win. Thank you. Challenge. Tyrese, that was poor, mate. Fornart across to Kouassi. Nice interception by Stevenson. He's not had much to do, really, Stevenson. But anything he has had to do, he's done with relative composure. Oh, I thought I'd do the extra turn to try and guarantee the shooting angle rather than just having a blocked shot. It didn't work. Start to Kouassi. Thank you. Really have anywhere to go here. Lapsley finds Tyler. Finding it difficult to find some space here. There is some for Poynton now. Brings that down well. I'll drill it. Try and find the man in the middle. Oh, very nearly an excellent ball. It just faded away at the last. Otherwise, that was going to find the teammate it was aimed for. And then we could have squared it again to Tyler, who surely would have tucked home. Edwards with a free kick for them. Short to Tyrese Fornart here, who's pretty capable actually at 66 rated, and a player we could maybe consider for next season in central midfield if we feel like we need some extra legs. Starr intercepts that well. Seemingly got a good interception stat at only 61 rated. Here's a Noganel forward from right back. Back to Starr again. Short pass to Fornart. I've just overcommitted in trying to get to him. We've won the ball back, thankfully. Stevenson. I think I started up careful, mate. I started a highlight talking about Stevenson earlier, and then what? Fuck off. If Ches puts a tackle in against ours, the boos might be ringing. Sorry, sir. I think we're booing when I do something against Ads, Danny, but feel free to boo Ads if you want. I think they booed me for tackling him. Up we go. It's handball. Play will continue in our favour. Right played in. Support needed. Support not found. Quick ball forwards. Here's Kouassi. That's a great ball through the gap. Francis, not really got much in terms of... Well, how lucky do you want to get? Not lucky enough. That one. Johnson and Stevenson. No. Francis. Well intercepted, Bradley Halliday. Not so well played in the past, Bradley Halliday. Francis to start and to tilt. Oh, it's a lovely turn by Kouassi. And here's the support. Straight the keeper. Chance. Oh, it's a poor ball from Sam Walker. It's also a poor ball from Tyrese Fornard, but it's fallen kindly for him. Salford are difficult to play against at the moment. I'm not having anywhere near as much fun in this game as I did against Wimbledon. Having to concentrate far too much. This is kind of the in-between of County and Wimbledon, actually. Although, to be fair, first half against Notts County wasn't that bad. It was only once they brought bloody Jatta on that we had a problem. Oh, can't quite get to that. Can we get to that? Well, yes and no. Yes, actually, we can. With a free kick. George Lapsley, why not? Wham! Oh, that was travelling. Good hands, Keeps. Good hands. Little dink. Nicely done. I love that. Tarmate. Oh, okay. Francis. Good tackle by Smallwood. Stevenson into Walker. Ha 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 ha. Never mind. Switch. I'm struggling this one, you know. Can't seem to build much at all. Look at that gap. Walker. Good tackle. Salford are annoying. They're just kind of everywhere. Halliday. Walker. Nice tackle, Bobby. Needed to be made because it was a poor ball. Is he onside here, Jamie Walker? He is. Oh, can't quite do it. No, can't quite do it. Fuck. No, Cap. Oh, is that what that email was it, Marcus? My guy, thank you, mate. That's very good of you, sir. We shall act on that immediately. I need the other spreadsheet. You might even still be on this list. You are. Hello, sir. When's your sub run out, my dude? Do leave a comment on the post and we'll get you added in. If you go and do that now, then we can get you added in at the end of this episode. Eighth or 9th? I'll put 9th. Cancel the auto renewal, please, mate, if you don't mind. That's very good of you, dude. Thank you, mate. Go and leave a comment on the post and we'll get you added into both saves. Yeah, I deserved a yellow for that. Up, 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 up. Be careful with Lapsley now. That's quite early to have a yellow card. Might have to take him off. Garber. Well in, Bradley. Ashley through the gap. Oh, that's very good. I was certain that was going to end up in the top corner. Probably hear the nerves in my voice there as I was wing. Well, that's the closest either side have come to a goal. Very close indeed. Salford, difficult, frustrating, painful to play against. But so far, he says, we'll wait for the half to end. So far, able to hold our own here. Yeah. Yep, very good idea, Leone. Thank you for the follow, Chick here. Welcome to the channel, mate. China seems to be shut down again. Schools all closed and no flights. Oh, good. That bodes well, doesn't it? The guy that was supposed to deliver that pass earlier couldn't do it because of flooding. I'll let him off. Absolutely, Aaron. We'll have a look after we've finished recording this episode, which will be in the next 15 minutes or so. What's HMPV? I know. I can guess what the V stands for. Johnson into right. Get there. Oh. Okay, come on. Let's break them down. Wimbledon played a similar formation, and they just, at times, opened up for us. Salford have just been so resolute in their defensive discipline. We haven't found any space. And when I have found space, on the rare occasion, we haven't been able to take advantage of it. Like that. Human metapneumovirus. So something respiratory related. Like I'm taking from the pneumo. Like pneumonia, etc. Respiratory virus. Did it come from a laboratory like last time? Lapsley. Little dink. Flick it. There we go. Bit cheeky to chest control it like that, but I don't mind. Oh, lovely turn. Oh, and the deflection will squeeze it past the post. Tyler and everybody in a Bradford shirt today has done everything possible to try and get the ball in the back of this bloody net, and it just won't go. No matter how hard we try. Will do, Marcus. From what you've read, experts aren't as worried about compared to COVID. Okay, good. Yeah, Luke Garbutt really is a flash from the past, isn't it? If we do lock down, at least we have chess. Yes, but I might need you to join the Patreon because ad revenue went through the fucking bin last time. And my views are about a third of what they were then. Halliday. Inside to Stevenson. It's been all... Challenge Sunshine. You tell top left, or could tell top left, it's been all Bradford of late. 68% possession, 3 chances. Although, I think, to be fair, most of those chances came in literally that last highlight. But the ball just... I'm going to back on the bloody net, please. Patterson's come off the bench here, trying to have the impact, the desired impact. Oh, God, we're getting closer. It still won't go in. I had to take Lapsley off. He was booked. I couldn't risk a red card. We were never going to get the victory if we got a second yellow for him. And I'm having to put in far too many tackles here to really be comfortable that we're going to be able to avoid that extra yellow. Stevenson through the gap. Is he going to go again? He thought about it. We'll lift this. That's not really as accurate as it needs to be. Half an hour to go here. It's going to be... It's got 1-0 written all over it, basically. Whether it's us or them, someone is going to score a single goal and take all 3 points. On the balance of playing this second half so far, it'll be us. But it is me that's in charge and in control, so it's more than likely going to be them. Nice little flick to Bradley Halliday. Getting forward. Go on, Bradders. Run, Bobby! Christ. Thank you. At the back. Bobby's there. Get there first. Tyler, get there first. Don't rush it. Just make sure the passes go where they're supposed to. Like that. Summer news on the 11th. Thank you, Marcus. So I'll put 12th. Because it depends on time of day, doesn't it? challenge. Odua and Wright looking for Smith. Smith's about to come off for Andy Cook. Can we get to that? Not even close. Kouassi's absolutely done me and then disappeared. Thankfully, Johnson's in the way. I'll do a little flick. Not the flick I was after, but we've still got possession. Halliday. Lovely touch, Bobby. Great run. Alex. Tuck it back. Tyler Smith. There's no runner from deep. So we'll have to go solo. And that was on target and needed saving. But stop it he did, Mr. Jones. Neither goalkeeper shown any weakness in this game so far whatsoever. And it is a very hard-fought point by either side's defence if, indeed, it ends as a draw. Which it very much may not. But both goalkeepers still remain on top. So it very much might. That was close, though. Stevenson. He's off on. He's on his way, Patterson. It's a great ball by Stevenson. Oh, it's nice. The angle's tight. Nobody gets lucky with a rebound for us. Good header. Star finds Francis. And now here comes Salford. It's been that kind of game as well, hasn't it? Both defences might be on top, but it really has been an end-to-end game with the ball flying from one end of the pitch to the other. Had to make a number of changes for stamina because people are just bloody knackered from running about all the time. That's a long way wide from Francis. That's not good enough. 7 minutes to go. Smith for Andy Cook. Star off for them. And on in the midfield, someone with fresh legs for Salford. Can we get one of those trademarks so far in this saves? Andy Cook late goals. Maybe. Odua steals in and runs away with it. And out wide to Poynton. And Andy Cook is going to be the man in the middle. Can we find him with the cross? That's the question. The answer is yes. The header is not in. Was on its way in, but is not in. Good save again by Jones. Is it possible to give a man of the match to both goalkeepers? Because I think they deserve it, really. It's a decent cross. And Mnoga brings it down. He's turned well. We've slowed him up. Well in. Johnson. Goal kick. Goal kick. Thank you for the 5 bits, Danny. We're trying to do dry January, but it's been nothing but rain since Friday. Fuck's sake. Andy's up. Andy is not up. Final whistle's about to go. But is there one final twist? Maybe. Oh, if that ball finds its way through, yes. But no. It's a 0-0 draw against Salford. Well, one of each in the played games today. I don't think the boos are really justified, to be completely honest. That was a very entertaining 0-0. The fans definitely got their money's worth from an entertainment value. Oh, and MK Dons lost, so if we had been able to sneak a win at the death, we could maybe have sent ourselves
just a couple of questions for you.
Joint top of the table again. We'll downplay Smith's game. It was alright, but the result didn't go our way. Smallwood's fine. He's just whinging because he wants a new contract, and I haven't decided whether to give him one yet, and I haven't seen too many comments saying either way yet in the comment section, so I'm holding off for the time being, but no one else has been interested enough to give him a contract, and if someone does offer him a contract, then I'll probably pounce on it. Stadium maintenance. Yep, that's what we're at next. We'll update all of the finances, and then we'll head to the next game and hopefully end the episode strong. Two, 4, 7, 6, 7. 326924. Your friend with a stutter was sent to prison. I fear he may never finish his sentence. Can someone assassinate Danny, please? 37 games played, Daniel. Oh, we haven't done the Youth Academy yet, Leonie, no. We'll do it at the end of the month. Cheltenham on the way. We'll have a look at the... oh, it was match day. I thought that would stop short. We'll have a look at the budget overview first. Make sure there's no extra transactions in there, which there isn't. And then it's just Cheltenham, Grimsby and Barnsley now, right? Yeah. As we head our way into the next game in the league, we have our second press conference question coming in from Eziez that says, seeing Tyler Smith is in great form this season, the fans are questioning whether he can keep it up. As manager, what's your opinion on this, and how will you and your staff help him to carry on his prolific goal-scoring form? Quite frankly, we just need to keep giving him the ball. If I show you the player stats, he's the second top goal scorer in the league right now with 18 in 27. So it's been a hell of a season for Tyler Smith. He's only grown to 62 rated in video game FC terms. So we will obviously start the season next year with him as our main striker. But if he doesn't hit the ground running in League One, I don't know whether we'd be able to afford to wait until January to find a new striker. We might maybe bring someone new in anyway and wait and see what happens. We do still have Andy Cook, obviously. We do still have Callum Kavanagh as well, who's out on loan, and Harry Ibbotson, who's probably not ever going to get the chance, unfortunately. But there is the opportunity for Tyler Smith to continue to grow with dynamic potential, and hopefully he does do so. This game, we can sim with the first teamers and hopefully get a good result. Yay! Lapsley with... Bloody hell. Lapsley with a hat-trick. Go on, George. We win away from home against Cheltenham. Up next is going to be the big one. The semi-final against Barnsley in 3 days' time. But we'll have a quick update of the spreadsheet before, or after, sorry. We've had the final press conference question, which comes from the man that just played against us for Salford, Adstar. Says, with people looking ahead and a real chance of promotion, while you can't name specific individuals, what areas of the pitch are you looking to potentially try and address if you were to go up to League One? And would you look towards keeping on your ageing players, or would you look like additional support in the squad for them? Or would you like additional support in the squad for them, should he say? Or should I say more accurately? I think the ageing players... Well, Corey Evans has already gone. Smallwood hangs in the balance. He's only got 1 year left at best. Andy Cook's only got 1 year left at best. Sam Walker's been great, but whether he can make the step up, I don't know. So we will probably... I know I wasn't going to mention individuals, but certainly the goalkeeping area is where we could do with some extra squad depth. We've got a youngster that's not good enough and a 39-year-old, now 40-year-old goalkeeper coach that's nowhere near good enough as well, who's retiring at the end of the season. So we will need another goalkeeper of some sort of quality, whether that's to start or to supplement, I'm not sure. But we have areas of the squad that will need improving and will look to be improved in. But we don't know yet what our financial situation will be next season. We don't know yet if we're going to get some bids in the summer for players that we would consider potentially fringe players and might not actually want to keep on longer term. It's up and down, really, with a number of positions in the squad. I think the fullback areas are pretty solid. I think the wide midfield areas are pretty solid, but the core of the team could be strengthened. Thanks for the follow, Big Jowling Dog. Yeah, sure, Colin. I'll pop you in, shall I? No, you're right. Jatha didn't look that good. Travel costs for Cheltenham, 12 grand. Shirt sales, player wages. the opportunity to go to Wembley, at least I think the final's at Wembley, in this early stage of the season. As strong a side as I could possibly put out against a League One, so a decent League One outfit as well. And it is, unfortunately, defeat in the semi-final against the better team Bradford, I was going to say, the better team Barnsley. We hope that next season, provided they haven't gotten promoted or relegated from League One, because we look likely to be going up to the league above, that we can get the better of Barnsley. But there is a little bit of an underlying story there now, with some payback to be offered if the chance arises next season. Nice to see Peterborough lose. The final will be Fleetwood versus Barnsley in that particular competition. Up next is, it's bottom of the table Grimsby versus top of the table Bradford. MK Dons are having a little bit of a wobble of their own. We thought we were going to wobble. They've wobbled. And with 8 games to go in the league, we have a point lead at the top of the table. Will that increase itself after this next round? There is not any prize money there, because in real life there is no prize money for semi-finalists. We knew, after checking IRL figures, that we needed to get to the final to do that. Youth player Alfie Swift is unsettled. Youth player Morgan Bradby is unsettled, in which case we will have a look through the youth academy then and see what we're going to do with that youth intake. Swift and Bradbury. Bradbury, I know I'm going to call up. So I'll just remember Swift and Bradbury. Swift. He's 6'1", so certainly could probably be worth getting some growth out of. Where's his defensive awareness stat? Can't fucking see it. 56. I'm going to say no to him. I'm going to say no to him as well. Nichols is only 14, so could grow. Oh, this does look pretty poor at the minute. Young Herbert. No. Okay, someone shouted at me in the comments, was like, "Don't you dare release Ryan West." Well, I'm afraid it's time to go. What I should have done is call those guys up and release them. But let's be honest, we're never gonna stumble across those youngsters because they're going to be shit for the rest of the time. So that's not a problem. Those 3 I will call up. We'll have a look through the other scout reports in a moment. But I need a whiz first, so I shall be back in a moment. BRB. Right, chat, let's have a look through these scout reports, shall we? West I will promote and release because he's a player that could have a future in the save. But those that are just shite for the sake of... that are just not going to have any future in the save, we will we'll just release. But we do that, Kimmo. We made the decision to do that, yes. So, Lambert is too good. Meaning we will sign him up and release him. Similarly, Lewis Webb could be too good, so we will sign him up and release him. Kai Cook, sign him up and release him. Albie Locke. Is that the front door? Give me 2 seconds. Ah, Kimma, thank you very much for subscribing for a 10th month. Appreciate it. We are experiencing... the technical difficulty was the Amazon bloke with 2 stairgates arrived. Chat, Albie Locke. He's 15, 5'7". A striker with 2 available roles, 1 to 3 play styles. We will sign Albie Locke. Carter Stevens. He's quick. 59 to 73 potential. Not very good at anything else, but we'll call him up. Woodhouse I cannot sign because he's 77. 5'10" at 15. 40 to 52. I'm just going to reject him, I think. Do I reject or do I call him up? As in, do I reject him entirely or do I call him up and release him? I'm happy just to reject, but yeah. 60 to 76. Lewis Pope. No. I'm going to say yes to him. I'm going to say no to you. That's the thing. Like, there's going to be so many players on these scout reports that my youth setup is just going to be flooded, isn't it? 71 to 75 potential for Malcolm Duff. Yes. 65 to 69. You've got some pace, can dribble. Okay. 66 to 74. 55 to 61 rated already. CDM. Rory McCall. Sign. Oliver Miller. I mean, the potential window's decent, but he's 5'1" at 14 years of age. And absolutely useless now. I know, 69, 70. Bring. Oliver, thank you very much for subscribing or on YouTube. Appreciate it, mate. I'm going to reject him. Nah, I'll call him up and release him. Lindsay is going to be another call up and then release. going to say no to him. The youth squad is currently full. Okay. BRB. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 16 people is all you can have. Right, so you we are promoting to... Oh, he's too young. Great. It's all by age then, hang on. You are too good. So we're promoting you to the senior team and then we'll release you. Oh, everyone else I actually want to keep. But they're too young to promote to the senior team. We have ourselves an issue. Harry, thank you for the Prime Gaming sub, mate. Appreciate it, dude. And Ollie, thank you for the 22nd month, 11th in a row. Up the U's indeed, although I'm afraid it's probably going to be down the U's. I don't know as they'll be available with the live editor if they're not in the database yet. I could have a look. Let's have a look for Edward Lambert, shall we? Yeah, I can change their age. So let's do that. So those that we're going to release is Ryan West. Lambert we've done. Let me just go back in and out just to make sure it updates. Yeah, so West called up. Lambert going to call up. Lewis Webb is too good, so that's another one. No, I keep doing that. Patrick Lindsay and Oliver Miller. Oliver Miller. Was it Patrick Lindsay? Patrick Lindsay. To the Scottish thingy. Right, you're way too good, so we'll sign you up. You're shite. Equally rubbish. 58 to 73. No, we have the other eye's not great. Ugh. Go on then. Fuck it, why not? Evening, Reese. There was a 14, right. Logan Hardy, i.e. We've had a look at our youth setup, and there are a number of players that are too good for us to sign right now. So what we're doing is we are releasing them into the save so that at some point they might become good enough. A number of these were 14 or 15 years of age that with the live editor I've made 16 so I can call them up and then release them, because when they were basically my youth academy got full very, very quickly, and I needed to call those guys up to release them to be able to bring in the people I want to bring in, and I couldn't because they were underage. So I've made them 16. So yes, they're in the 40s, but they were 14 or 15 years of age. So just so you guys can remember some names, because your guys' memories is better than mine. Someone actually in the comment section was like, "You better not release Ryan West." I'm so sorry, but he is going, because he's too good for me to sign as per the rules of the save, which we've put in place again as a reminder to stop the increase of the club too quickly. So all of these guys that we're releasing here have the potential to be 77 rated or higher. 77 or higher, because at present we can only sign people that are up to and including 76 rated, because Bradley Halliday is our, and now actually Tyrrick Wright, are our highest rated players at 66. So that's all these. Oh, and Penman. No, Penman was one that I actually... No, Penman needed to go. He came up just because he was 16. I didn't actually have to edit his age, but I did have to release him. So in the Youth Academy, we have called up everybody from the scout reports that we feel like we want to. And really, the only player that could add something to the squad right now is Morgan Bradbury. So we will call Morgan Bradbury up to the senior squad. We will promote him as part of this youth intake. There are a number of others here that could be half decent, but at present, we're not going to jump the gun and call them up just yet. Rory McCall could be pretty decent, though. I'd be slightly tempted to call him up with 61 defensive awareness, call him up and loan him out next season, potentially. Elliott as a fullback, really decent physical stats, actually, but at 5'9", not really able to be moved to any sort of position that isn't defensive, and obviously his technical stats are pretty rubbish, but could supposedly grow quite well. But Willie, I don't know. If there's anybody here you feel I absolutely should call up and keep, then let me know. Barber has some pace. His technical stats are getting there with his defending, so there might be some options there. I've obviously need to put development plans on a number of these kids. John Sanders has pace, so whilst his window is lower, he's got some good pace, and he's a dead ball specialist, although free kick accuracy of 43 doesn't necessarily shout dead ball specialist to me at present. But he does have some good physicals, so he might be someone that could potentially be useful. Who knows? We'll have to wait and see as time goes by. Again, Carter Stevens got some pace. Whipped pass is his play style. 81 acceleration, 78 sprint speed. Not quite as good physically as John Sanders, but a higher potential window. So it's hit and miss, isn't it? Lewis Pope at striker doesn't move much, but across the board, quite all round it physically, and then technically 62 finishing. Lewis Pope is a player that I think I could call up, and to be fair, he'd probably replace Harry Ibbotson, because he's better than Harry Ibbotson and could be better than Harry Ibbotson, and his potential window is right at the very top of what we could do. So I will call him up now. I think I am then going to call Rory McCall up, and Elliott as... Was Elliott the one with a decent technical? No, it was Barber that had the decent technical stats. So I'm going to call Barber up as well. The rest, I think, will probably sit here for the time being. The others aren't old enough to be called up anyway. Albie Locke as a striker who's 5'7" at the minute, but obviously can grow. 5-star weak foot, has the aerial play style. So you would expect that he will grow quite well in that area, but obviously at 15 years of age, there's plenty of growth to come. So these guys aren't in the team. The rest are in the team. They will join on youth wages, which I'll edit with the live editor at £450 a week. And then we'll wait and see how those guys grow. We will loan them out next year. With the scouts we've got and with the way that it works, we're just going to be flooded with youth players every single season. So it's going to be quite the effort to keep on top of it. And we're not necessarily going to sign everybody, because otherwise I'd have 1,000 players. And I don't want 1,000 players, nor can I have 1,000 players. So we're going to be, after this first season, perhaps a little bit more selective with who we call up. But with this being the first season and the first intake and our basically average rating and most of our squad being quite low, we can kind of bring more through because there's more that might potentially make it to the first team. As we progress, the club progresses, the squad progresses, there's going to be less options that might well make it to the first team squad. And of course, to reiterate, we don't need the financial sales from the selling of youth players to help complement our income. We are already at present earning enough. So that was a good 20 minutes it took to sort all of that out. So let's go and finish the episode with the final game against Grimsby in the league, where hopefully we can stay top of the table. 2 unread messages. This is going to be youngsters, is it? No, it's Sarcevic and Richie Smallwood wants his contract. He's absolutely desperate for it. With some of those youngsters coming up, I don't know. I don't know whether we will. We're absolutely going to have to make some changes here, though, to ensure that some people get some first-team football. Lapsley for Odor. Sarcevic can come in. Kelly for Baldwin. Johnson for... Well, Bradbury, why not? He's higher rated than Richards. Bradbury's come in and will get his start. Not only has we had a youth intake, a youth player has come in and will start the very next game. If he scores, I'll be blown away. He didn't. He got substituted in the 79th minute, but he made it nearly the full 90, so fair play. Gilbert and Cook give us a 2-1 win over Grimsby. MK Dons won by 2-0, unfortunately, so they keep the pressure on at the top of the table. There is still only a point in it in the fight for the title. But with 7 games to go, we will probably end the season tomorrow. Depending on who those fixtures are against. I might play every single game in the run-up to the end of the season to adequately find out whether I do or don't deserve the title. I might do that, actually. Yeah. Go on, then. We'll play every single game remaining this season, unless, of course, we absolutely fuck it. Or MK Dons absolutely bottle it, and then we can just sim our way to the end from there. But lots of youngsters brought up. Whether they're any good or not longer term, we shall wait and see. But certainly there is some potential there. Ben Stevenson has developed well. He's up to 64, which is good because he's on loan and potentially a player we could bring in. Stevenson's a weird one because he's 64 rated, but we play him at CDM. And I almost guarantee you that he might well be better as a CDM, although his tackling stats aren't great, actually. He's much better on the ball than I anticipated he was. I thought, actually, he was going to be slightly better than that defensively. Regardless, he's been pretty decent, but the youth setup is going to be a weird one. It's obviously not a youth RTG, so we're not going to prioritise youth. We will still prioritise real-life players, but the youth are a factor, and evidently they have been factored in this first youth intake. Drop the video a like if you've enjoyed and you're enjoying the save continually. Please let me know your feedback in the comment section down below. Which was your favourite of the youth players that we called up? Who do you think has the most promise? Which player are you most gutted to see me release of those that we let go? Will any of them come back to haunt us later in the save? They may well do. That's all for today. Thank you very much for watching. I shall see you tomorrow. Right. Let's save that footage. It's going to be RTG 9. Hello, please. Thank you. So what we need to do now is live edit those players' wages, isn't it? And then I need to add them to the spreadsheet. I don't want players, I want teams actually, don't I? Bradford. Team players. Can I sort by? I can. Jay Barber, open. Lewis Pope, open. Warren McCall, open. Morgan Bradbury, open. Is that all of them? That was everyone, wasn't it? That was everyone. Just those four. Just those four. Contracts. Look, $5 grand a week. Why the fuck Would he be on £5 a week? £450, please. Thank you. He's on an important squad role as well. Like, piss off. Rotation. Save. Rory McCall. Contract. 450. Rotation. Thank you. £6,200 for a 57 rated. Fuck off. 67 rated striker. Jay Barber. 450. Sporadic. Right, now spreadsheet. Let me get the spreadsheet up. Put that over here, and then put you guys there. I will generate mini faces for them as well, David Inc. Yes. So squad tracker. We have striker, 58 rated. Oh no, he's a right back. Sorry. Who's the striker? Lewis Pope was a striker, wasn't he? Lewis Pope was a striker. 57 rated. Lewis Pope. 17 years of age. £450 a week. 3-year deal, was it? I think. 100%. Yes, eligible. Then, so I can remove him. Then we have Jay Barber. So he's going to come in as a right back here. Right back. 58. Jay Barber. Presumably 17 as well. Or 16 maybe. 17. £450 a week. 3-year deal. 100% of his wages. Eligible. Rory McCall. Apologies, I've taken you guys off again. We're not creating players at the minute, Marcus, but we are about to create you, so don't worry. Rory McCall is this CDM, so let me pop him in here. Insert. CDM. 59 rated. What was his name? Rory McCall. 17, 450, 3 years, 100% of his wages. Yes, he's eligible. And then he's down as a left back, isn't he? Yeah, left back that can play right back. Insert. Left back. 62 rated. Morgan Bradbury. 17 years of age. £450 a week. 3 years. 100% of his wages. Yes, he's eligible. Right, that is everyone added. So now the squad list looks like that. Too many people registered. What? It's because I've registered. Well, I don't. Yeah, I guess I've put Y next to those kids, haven't I? Well, I don't actually technically need to. So I'll just put N there, and it should still say that he's eligible. Yeah. Jay Barber. Put N. It was Barber, Bradbury, CDM McCall, and striker was Pope. So yeah, registered, but they can all play, so it's fine. I should have left their thingies up so I can add their fucking mini faces, shouldn't I? Generate mini face. There we go. J Barber, Lewis Pope. Generate mini face. Generate mini face. And then Rory McCall's the only one we didn't do. Generate mini face. Right. That's that done, right? I think that's the youth side of it sorted. I think. If you're out in the cold, then yeah, can get a headache and earache, etc. from being out in the cold too much. Not necessarily when I'm inside and it's cold outside. Pardon me. Right. Unfortunately, I need to go offline now, I'm afraid. Marcus, making you will be the very first thing that we do on Wednesday. I apologise. I'm making a note of it on my whiteboard here because we'll need to make you in both saves. And I was supposed to go offline at 6 and dinner will be not as fresh as it could be. So we will make you in the RTG save and then we will make you in the Journeyman save. In the Journeyman save, you'll be put at a random club, Marcus. Thank you very much for joining the Patreon again, though, mate. I really appreciate it. It's very good of you, and it's good to have you back in the gang. Let me add your VIP badge. That I can do right now. Roles manager. It's going to take 2 seconds to just add that. Mr. Push. There he ain't. There he ain't. Give him a cheeky VIP badge. There we go. Thank you, brother. The Journeyman is not out yet, but as soon as I have the thumbnail, the first episode will be uploaded the very next day. Still waiting on the thumbnail at the minute for the Journeyman and for the the fourth season of Formula One. But as soon as we have them, they will be up. It will go. We've recorded 3 episodes of it, Marcus, but yeah, it's not out yet. I've uploaded it in terms of it's on the channel, unlisted, but it's not public yet. Right, chat. I'm going to send you on a raid, so don't go anywhere just yet. We'd like to send you on elsewhere in the community before we say touchy byes. So let me do exactly that. I might actually get the opportunity to make you tonight, Marcus, whilst if there's an opportunity to edit. Depends when the fuck Jude goes to bed, basically, because at the minute he's been a bit all over the place in that regard. Who else is live at the minute? Let's have a quick look. Is anyone currently strumming career mode? Can we send you to a fellow career mode streamer? We've sent you to everybody there relatively recently, so let's not send you to someone we sent you to relatively recently. Let's send you somewhere different. Let's send you to Alex. I'm not sending you to Alex.
If you guys put in
for a little while.
why is 5 in there?
Alright, chat. Head on over and say hello to Alex. Thank you very much for watching today. I appreciate your support as ever very much indeed. I will see you on Wednesday. I'm offline tomorrow because we've got to take Jude swimming. And I generally have Tuesdays off as a result. We'll be back live Wednesday and Thursday and Friday and Sunday. So, big week ahead with the season end of Bradford and the beginning of season 2 as well. And more F1 and maybe more Journeyman if we get enough of it uploaded because of thumbnails, etc. and time. Regardless.